All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. So we are about a week away from the start of free agency, and although Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers offense in general had a phenomenal season, the Green Bay Packers team had a phenomenal season. They have some holes, and the holes are specifically, for the most part, on the defensive side of things. Obviously, we got to figure out the David Bakhtiari situation. We got to figure out the Aaron Jones situation. AJ Dillon looks like he is on his way out, being an impending free agent. But I want to focus tonight mainly on the defense. We will talk about the running back position a little bit later on in the video, J.K. Dobbins specifically. But the safety market is a huge point of need for the Green Bay Packers, and teams are cutting their older veteran safeties loose like there's no tomorrow. So that's what we're going to be talking about in tonight's video. But before we do, if you guys enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. I'm a diehard Cheesehead, so we post many Packers videos every single week. Packers fans, who could try and get this video to 250 likes, that would mean the absolute world to me. So we need new safeties, right? We got Darnell Savage being an incoming free agent. And one thing we also know about new defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley is he loves safety play, and we need a free safety. All right. So earlier today, the Bills just released all-pro safety Jordan Poyer. Once again, that free agency safety market is continuing to grow. The Green Bay Packers are going to have plenty of options. Now, Jordan Poyer is a little bit on the older side, right? He was just 32 years old. He did have a Pro Bowl season 2 years ago at this point, and then he also had an All-Pro season 3 years ago. And I do want to say, I think a veteran guy is probably in the Packers' best interest. It kind of reminds me almost of Adrian Amos from a few seasons back. But Jordan Poyer is certainly a name to keep an eye on. Then we also have Quandre Diggs. Now, Quandre Diggs and Jamal Adams, two players with the Seattle Seahawks last season, both of those cats were cut about a day or so ago. Packers fans on Twitter that I've seen are very big fans of the Green Bay Packers going after Quandre. He was just 30 years old. Free safety. Now, this past season, he had 95 total tackles. He had 1 interception. He had 5 pass deflections. But the 3 straight seasons prior to that, he was a Pro Bowler. He had 4 picks in 2022. He had 5 picks in 2021 and 2020. The dude is certainly a ball hawk, and I think he's a little bit younger than Jordan Poyer, and I think he would be a good addition. Now, this last guy here is probably my favorite move that the Green Bay Packers could get. Cam Curl with the Washington Commanders. Now, Cam is, and keep in mind, man, the Washington Commanders had the worst defense in the National Football League last season, but Cam Curl is only 24 years old, and I think he's poised for a breakout season. He's had a very successful NFL career to this point. This past season, 16 games played, 5 pass deflections, a forced fumble, 115 tackles, a career high. But, he's played free safety, and he's only been in the league for 4 seasons, and he doesn't have any injury concerns. Played 16 games this past season. He's played 16 games 3 times of his 4 NFL years. And I saw an interesting, this was tweeted from Aaron Nagler. Their PFF Brad wrote an article saying Cam Curl was like the 22nd best free agent, impending free agent. And here was his ideology. The Packers need to do something at safety, and here we like the idea of them buying low on a player who is good at everything, but perhaps not great at one particular thing. Sound familiar? There are shades of the Adrian Amos signing by Green Bay in free agency a few years back, a move that turned out quite well. I would love it. I would absolutely love it. Now, keep in mind, they could do something in the draft. I would assume, though, Darnell Savage, man, looks like he's about to get paid a whole bunch of money. I would say safety defensively is probably the Green Bay Packers' biggest need of concern. I also saw, Ike Packers did a cool thing. Jaden Hicks, instant upgrade for the Packers at the safety position, 6'2", 211-pound physical safety from Washington State University. He's a playmaker, 2 interceptions, 2.5 sacks in 2023, elite closing burst, can track wide receivers and make tackles. And the best part is, because the Green Bay Packers currently are a top 5 team as far as draft capital goes in this upcoming draft that's less than 2 months away, you would be able to sneak him in there in the 2nd round. So we do have a late 1st round pick, and I'm not quite sure, man. They could go with an offensive tackle. This is a very good offensive tackle draft, and we've got $13 million in cap space at the time of this recording. They can save a whole bunch of money by cutting David Bakhtiari loose, which would It would really suck, but it would free up a lot of money. You can extend Jordan Love. You can go out there and get these guys. You would pocket more than $20 million by moving on from David Bakhtiari. And that's important because D-Back was one of the best left tackles in the NFL for a very, very, very long time, but he can't stay on the field. And he's obviously getting older, but more importantly, he can't stay on the field, and he's getting a whole bunch of money. So my best guess is D-Back is gone on a new team. I would assume he's probably going to be with the New York Jets to pair up with Aaron Rodgers next season. But it is something to keep in mind, man. We do need a new left tackle. And I do think, although Green Bay's got a couple of concerns or a couple of positions to upgrade in the draft, I think they're going to go draft-wise in the first round with an offensive tackle. I also do want to say this, and we've talked about this in last couple of Packers videos. I would not be shocked if the Green Bay Packers move up to the middle, maybe mid-late first round to acquire an offensive tackle for the future. I think that would be a very beneficial move. Now, finally, we got J.K. Dobbins. A.J. Dillon's gone, and I would say the probability Aaron Jones is back in the Green Bay Packers uniform next season, and me personally, it's at least over 80%. I'm probably going to go with 85%. I saw an interesting article saying, J.K. Dobbins, when he is healthy, is like a Pro Bowl caliber player. But injuries have been pretty much his entire career. He missed the entire 2021 season. He played just one game in 2023. He's only logged 24 total NFL appearances since being drafted in the second round of the 2020 NFL draft. He's only going to make, and here's the reason why. Once again, A.J. Dillon, impending free agent. I highly doubt he's back. I think Aaron Jones will certainly be back. I still think they're going to draft a running back later on in the draft. But he's only going to, his projected contract's a little over $2 million. So he needs to sign some type of prove it deal, some team that's betting or willing to bet on his health. And I do think the Green Bay Packers could get him going because, at the end of the day with Aaron Jones, and this is where the J.K. Dobbins issue can come in, I think J.K. would be a perfect complementary running back to Aaron Jones. The issue for both of them is kind of health. A.J. Jones, Aaron Jones played 11 games, 12 games this past season. What we saw his impact, whenever he was healthy, we saw it in the playoffs, but you got to keep him healthy for the playoffs. So that is my huge concern if they were to actually go out and sign J.K. Dobbins in free agency is, dude, if he goes down injured and our rookie running back isn't getting the job done, Aaron Jones isn't going to be, or he's going to be getting a whole lot of snaps. And, we need to keep that dude healthy for the playoffs. But when he's on the field, he's an absolute beast. And, I don't want to limit his snaps, certainly, but I do, more importantly, want to keep him healthy for a full regular season so he can be ready to go for hopefully a deep playoff run. That's it for today. A little bit of everything. We got free agency, like I said, beginning in about a week. So let me know your thoughts on Jordan Poyer, Cam Curl, J.K. Dobbins coming to the Green Bay Packers. But most importantly, hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content, and have a great rest of your week. We'll see you next time.